Hey everyone and welcome back to the sports section. So let's talk about Tyler Adams, his profile, why Chelsea are after him, despite also being interested in Moises Caicedo, even though we'll have to break the bank to buy that player, which again makes no sense. I already made the case why it doesn't make sense. That video will be in the top right corner. Now, despite the interest in Tyler Adams, despite the interest in Moises Caicedo, we're also interested in Michael Olise, whatever you want to call him. We also talked about that. I think that if we could get two of the three players, or even all three, I think we could say that this transfer window is an 8.5. Maybe let's not make it a rookie score, so 8.6 or so. Now, of course, there's still a long time until the transfer window is closed. And yes, Olise and Tyler Adams are currently injured, which is a bit of an issue because injuries at Chelsea, well, we don't want to turn our club into some kind of hospital. Now, this week, the Premier League is starting. We're starting the league with a game against Liverpool. I'm going to have a pre-match reaction, whether it's positive or negative. It will be pretty down to earth like we did last season with the morning after show. So if you're interested in all of that, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe if you have not. It's free, so why not? So, Tyler Adams. According to The Athletic, Chelsea is set to step up their interest in Tyler Adams this week. Now, The Athletic reported on August 2nd that the West London club were considering signing the US men's national team midfielder, whose contract at Leeds contains a release clause in the region of £20 million. In my opinion, it's a bargain. Today, £20 million, a player of his quality, I mean, why not? He's also a good leader, right? He's the captain of the US national team, so it shows his leadership capabilities, which is definitely something that a young Chelsea team has been lacking. But as I said, Adams sustained a hamstring injury in March and did not feature during Leeds' run-in or in the US men's national team National League fixtures in June. Now, Leeds boss Daniel Farke provided an update on Adams' injury last week, saying Tyler isn't too far from returning to training. Hopefully, Tyler can return earlier. He was out for such a long time and he needs training. We had some more news here, so the return date is still uncertain. The earliest he will be fit is estimated at the September international break, and so if we even buy him right now, he still will need about a month or so to be match fit. And then there are still some questions about that injury, of course. We also had some confirmation here by Fabrizio Romano. So after approaching players' camp last week, Chelsea will open talks over Tyler Adams' deals in the next days, informed on his £20 million relegation clause. It remains separated deal from Moises Caicedo. So what makes Tyler Adams such a special player, such an attractive player for many top-flight clubs? Well, if you look at this graph that The Athletic provided here, you can see that they're providing the stats based on the opposition's touches. Because, well, if a team is very, very high in possession, you can't really compare with a team that's not high in possession. So basically here, through tackles, 8.8 per 1,000 opposition touches, so he ranked 9th there. If you look at true tackle win rate, 64.5%, 5th there. Through interceptions, 4.8 per 1,000 opposition touches, and then aerial duel win rate, 63.4%. So pretty good on the defensive side. Especially if you look at the location of these defensive actions, the majority were in the wide areas on both sides of the pitch. And this is great, especially these days where a lot of teams are playing with wing backs, with high left and right backs as well. If they're playing with 4 at the back, 3 at the back, depends. But this is a good indication that he can be versatile. He can be defensive on the wings, can also be defensive in the center of the park. Now, there are a couple of aspects of his game that he can improve. Now, of course, if you look at ball recoveries, disrupting opposition moves, defensive intensity, etc., that's all great. Now, look at progressive passing, that's just above average. But if you look at ball retention ability, that's not very good. He sits there at 17. Now, okay, you're great at getting the ball back, right? But you're not retaining that ball as much as you should have. So this is definitely an area that he will have to improve if he ever joins Chelsea. Now, this stat specifically can be low for a player that does go forward a lot, that does attack a lot, shoot a lot, maybe is a playmaker, so you miss a lot of those passes and you get the ball stolen, etc. But for a player like him that is not that adventurous, it is pretty low, especially when he is supposed to be in critical areas, right? Defending, I won't say he's defending the back four, but he's defending a counter-attack, he's defending high press, things like that. You don't want him to lose the ball in critical areas because then we are put on the back foot, counter happens, and just like that, we might concede a goal. But overall, the whole package you're getting here for £20 million, it's worth it. It's completely worth it. You get some leadership inside the team, still young, can still grow those qualities, can still grow in the areas where he's a bit weaker, and the areas where he's stronger, he will become stronger and stronger, and this will definitely help a player like Enzo, for example, to be maybe a bit more creative and think less about, oh, if I miss this pass, then they'll be on the counter. No, he'll have that partner to play with where he can be maybe a bit more forward with his thinking and less about, oh, maybe I cannot risk this right now, etc., etc. We're missing that crucial defensive partner for Enzo, in my opinion. Of course, do share your opinion down in the comments below. Do you think that Tyler Adams would be a great addition to the team? Let me know down in the comments below. If you enjoy this type of videos, leave it a thumbs up, subscribe if you have not, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.